How's it going, people? Bobby here once again. You might know me online as Ironhammer5, and today I bring you a look at a pink tugboat mod from Fasttech. It's a clone, of course. As I say in all my videos, if you don't like me talking about clones and reviewing clones, then don't click on my videos that like clones. And without any more fucking around, let's go close up and take a look at it. So here it is up close, guys. A tugboat mod, a tugboat ATI, both cloned from Fasttech. SKU will be in the description if you want to order this particular one. First of all, have a quick look at it overall. You've got the mod with the tugboat and the American flag, and then the same for the ATI, tugboat, American flag, and the drip tip, tugboat, but no American flag. And then on the bottom you have the Beetlejuice logo on there, which the sun is stopping you from being able to see. I'll wait till daytime to do this in the sun, and then the sun ruins it for me. But yeah, you can see that on there. It's a magnetic switch, and it's got a short throw, and I'm probably going to end up dripping juice everywhere. So let's take it apart, take a look at the ATI. The mod is made of aluminium, and it seems to me that the top cap of the ATI is made from aluminium too. But the base of the ATI is made from stainless steel. I'm not going to take it all apart. You can see it there. It's a basic 3-post. Everyone's seen the tugboats by now. Basic 3-post design. I've got a 0.45, 0.4 coil in here at the moment. And you can see on the bottom it has a serial number which matches the serial number on the ATI, which you can't see because of the sun. Once again, thanks sun. Now I'm definitely getting juice everywhere. That was the sound of me finding something to wipe my hands on. I'm just going to wipe it on my clothes instead, because that's how I roll. So then we have the mod. Obviously you've got the normal top cap in there, just like any other tugboat. This is made out of aluminium. If you're worried about the coating in there, I haven't noticed any problems with it from the heat or anything coming out of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, some people like everything to be all stainless and they don't like other materials, but I haven't noticed any issues with this pink aluminium top cap. Wipe my hands on my clothes again and get to the mod, which is the part that I really like the most. And the first thing I will note though is I do get a little bit, if you can hear that in the mic, of the battery rattling in there. But I love the pink, and I like the way the mod works because it's very simple. So basically it doesn't come apart at the bottom at all. You've got your button in there which is magnetic. This top part comes off here. It is a hybrid mod, so obviously the usual warnings and all that. Don't connect an ATI with a short 510 on there. Got a purple E-Fest in there at the moment. Now I'm throwing the batteries around. Comes apart like that. You've got this little part in here which has a magnet on, and then your switch comes out like this, which also has a magnet on, and they repel each other, and that's what makes it so simple. It's very lightweight, by the way, as well, obviously being aluminium. But basically that's just a straight tube all the way through, and basically you drop your switch in, and sometimes it's a bit of a bitch to get it to drop in the bottom. You can see it's like not in position there. Give it a little tap and it seems to go down, and then you take this part, and because it's magnetic it will just stick to the bottom of your battery like that, and then you can just drop your battery in and you'll see that the battery is now sitting on that magnetic switch. And then we just pop the hybrid top cap back on, and then literally, if I can take this, you can literally just screw this on, and you don't have to adjust anything, you don't have to do anything annoying. You just screw it all together, and it makes a connection, and it fires, as you can see. So yeah, there it is close. That's kind of everything that I really need to show you up close. I imagine it might be a good idea to start talking a little bit about how I've got on with using it. So there it was, guys. Let's take a little vape and talk about how it performs and how I've been getting on with it. I've had it for over a week now. I've been using it almost every day. I've vaping Liquid Voyager's Double Rainbow at the moment. It turned up this morning. It's like a rainbow sherbet flavour. It's quite nice. But yeah, here we go. So personal preferences out of the way, I'm not too keen on the Tugboat Atty. I don't like how little the airflow is, and this particular one, I can't find any other drip tips what fit on it at the moment of what I've got. I need like one of those cherry ones, whatever they are, like the press fit, so it'll fit on anything. But yeah, this is the only drip tip that'll fit on it, so I tried to use a wider drip tip to maybe get a little bit more airflow if I could. Or at least make it feel a little bit less restrictive, but I couldn't fit any other drip tips, so I'm stuck using this one. So yeah, I'd like more airflow, and I can understand why people drill out tugboats all the time. It's just a little bit too restrictive on the long hit for me, but apart from that, it performs okay for what it is. I mean, it's a £10 clone with an Atty and a mod for £10. Like, I mean, for what it is, like, it's awesome. I mean, you're getting a whole setup there really for £10, and how can you really complain with that? Other little niggles, the button sometimes doesn't quite fire properly, like it kind of half catches, and you get like a weak vape off it. It doesn't quite press straight if it doesn't quite go right. That happens more the shorter your 510 pin is on your Atty, the more play you get in the switch and the throw, so it gives it a little bit more space to wobble. Like with the Tugboat that comes with it, it doesn't happen so much, but with other Attys it happens a bit more because the throw's a bit longer and it gives that switch a chance to wiggle a little bit, and then it doesn't quite press right. So just by pressing it in the middle you can get over there, and you get used to it after a little while. The aesthetics of it I love the pink, and in particular, seeing as I don't like the Tugboat Atty, I like the look of it with another Atty on top, and I think it looks better than the whole all pink thing. I think it looks better, like particularly with this bar RDA on top. Like, how does that look? I think that looks awesome, right? It's a tiny little combo. I think that looks great. So yeah, I love the look of the mod. Especially with other things on, even with this rogue on as well, it makes an even smaller little look at that, doesn't that look sweet? I think it looks cool, but I like the fact that you don't have to fuck around with anything with the mod, and I need to try and stop putting my hand in front of the microphone because I know my voice went quieter then when I did that. To put it back together, another thing while I'm putting this back together, the threads are aluminium on the mod, so bear that in mind and clean your threads, because aluminium is soft and you do get loads of like dirty black shit on your threads when you're screwing it onto here, just because it's aluminium. That's going to happen when you've got aluminium threads, and that is of course one of the downsides because it's such a soft metal, but that does mean it's really really light as well, so it has its benefits if you like something a bit light. There is that battery rattle in there, and that it's a side to side battery rattle. From up and down it doesn't rattle, so it doesn't bother me that it's rattling, and it could be making connections, or the switch could be making a connection or anything like that. It's like a side to side rattle that I get, and I would imagine if you're using a battery with thicker wraps on it, it probably wouldn't rattle so much. Or even if you rewrapped it, just to put an extra layer on it or something, or even if you just put a piece of tape around it, you could probably get over that rattle. But when it is rattling like that, it makes it feel a little bit crappy in your hand, you know. And especially seeing as it's so light already, it makes it feel a little bit meh, you know. I'm going to ponder over a vape and see if I've got anything else to say. This rainbow sherbet, double rainbow from Liquid Voyage, reminds me of something, and I always compare things in my reviews when I review juices of what they remind me of, but this, I can't put my finger on what it reminds me of. I don't know. So one other little thing, the 510 and the centre post on the Atty, if you push it really hard it will push out, so just be careful that you don't get it pushed up so that you haven't got enough room for the hybrid connection. It takes a hell of a lot of force to move it, so what I've done is I actually pushed it down a little bit more than what it was when I first got it, so there's even a little bit more of that 510 pin sticking out, just to make me feel a bit better with the hybrid connection. But like I say, it takes a lot of force. It's not going to happen by accident, by pressing the switch or by dropping it or anything like that. It took a lot of force for me to push it down. I actually did it when I was messing around with the screws. Everything's like, the screws are a little bit meh, the threads are a little bit meh. It's a £10 clone, but I mean, once you've got it all together, like for a tenner, how can you really argue with that for a tenner, right? I like it. Like I say, I've been using the mod loads more than the Atty, and I'm kind of using it with everything. Because it's aluminium, it seems to cool down quicker as well when it gets warm from your Atty. Like how you get that heat transfer. Like a stainless steel seems to retain it for ages, but the aluminium cools down better. Other observations I can't really think of anymore. So there it is, guys. A Tugboat mod and Atty clone from Fasttech. It costs less than a tenner, and I really can't say anything bad about it. And I'd love to try a real Tugboat mod, and some other mods in this style as well, with the switch like that, with the hybrid connection. I think the simple mod is very similar. The 4.9 is very similar as well. I'd like to try a couple of those too, and get some, maybe a more high quality of a mod in this style, because I'm really enjoying it, and I like the fact that you don't have to adjust anything. But I guess that battery rattle is perhaps a side effect of not having anything to adjust, because normally you'd be able to tighten it up. So there it is, people. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. A hardware video for you guys. I told you there'd be one coming. I've got a whole bunch of liquid voidage juices through today, which was awesome. I'm trying them. They will be coming up for review. There's still more Black Forest vapes. I've got more jacks coming as well. Bunch of juice stuff coming. The Bar RDA review is still coming. And I need to order some new shit, so I've got some more stuff to put on the queue, because the Bar is the last one I've got as far as hardware goes at the moment. So I'll be doing that, don't worry guys. Videos will keep coming. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment if you've got any questions. Do all that stuff, you know it by now. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.